Hello and welcome back to the Ultimate English course. Today we'll look at how to talk about actions in the future. And to do this, we can use different verb forms like will or going to or the present continuous based on what you want to convey. It depends on whether you want to talk about a plan or a prediction or you want to make an offer or a promise. So you can choose the verb form based on the function. And we'll look at each one of these verb forms today. Before we do that, make sure you subscribe to keep getting our videos and don't forget to try the exercise at the end of the lesson. Now let's start with be going to. Not many learners are familiar with this form, so I've tried to keep the explanation as simple as possible to make it easy for you. When using this form, we have to remember two things. One, it is used to talk about plans and intentions, and second, the decision is made before the time of speaking. Now let me clarify what an intention is and what a plan is. An intention is when you really want to do something and you're determined to do it. And a plan is when you've gone one step ahead and you've thought about how to do it. Now let's look at these examples. First one, I'm going to watch a movie tomorrow. I've already decided that. The second one, Ela is going to start a dance school. Again, she's already decided that. Third one, they're going to buy a new car. Again, it's already decided. So all these sentences are about decisions that have been made before the time of speaking. Now let's look at the form. We start with the subject. The subject is a person or the thing that we're speaking about. In the first sentence, it is I. In the second sentence, it is Ela. And in the third sentence, it is they. And after the subject, we've placed the be form verbs is, am, or are. And please note how I've contracted the subject in these be form verbs. In the first sentence, I've contracted I and am as I am. In the second sentence, I've contracted Ela and is as Ela's. In the third sentence, I've contracted they and are as their. And after that, we've placed going to and then the verb in the base form. The verb in the first sentence is watch, in the second sentence it is start, and in the third sentence it is buy. So this is how you make your sentence using be going to. Now let's look at negative sentences. To make negative sentences, you just have to place not after is, am, or are. So if you have a sentence like he's going to participate in the debate, it becomes he's not going to participate in the debate. And for a sentence like they are going to buy a new car, the negative sentence is they're not going to buy a new car. And to make questions, you just have to place is, am, or are before your subject. For example, in these two cases, the questions are, is he going to participate in the debate? Or are they going to buy a new car? So this is how you make your negative sentences and questions. Now this form can also be used to talk about predictions made based on something in the present, some evidence in the present. For example, you're late, you're going to miss the train. I think you're going to miss the train because you're late in the present. Or the second one, Sheila is going to be here soon. She's on the way. Because in the present she's on the way, I know that she's going to be here soon. And the third one, the sky is dark today. It's going to rain. So all these predictions are made based on some evidence in the present. So these are the different ways of using be going to. Now let's look at the usage of will. Will is used to talk about decisions made at the time of speaking, to make offers and promises, and also to talk about beliefs and predictions based on knowledge. Let's look at these examples. The first one, it's hot today, I'll open the windows. That's an instant decision made at the time of speaking. Similarly, the second one, I'm bored, I'll come with you to the party. Again, an instant decision. So will can be used for these kind of decisions that are made at the time of speaking. Now you can also use will when you're making an offer or showing your willingness. For example, it's late, I'll give you a ride home. Or the next one, I'll help you complete the work. So here you're offering to do something. You're showing your willingness. And it can also be used to talk about promises. For example, thank you for the mail. We'll reply in 2 days. That's a promise. Or the next one, I'll call you back in 2 days. That's again a promise. We also use will to talk about beliefs or predictions based on knowledge and experience. For example, Rana will win this match. He's the best player. Or the second one, I'm sure you'll find this book useful. I'm sure because I know about the book and your requirement. So that's a belief based on knowledge. Now let's look at the form of will. You have subject plus will plus verb 1. For example, in this sentence, Rana will win the match. Rana is your subject and your verb 1 is win. So you can make the negative sentence by just adding not after will. So your negative sentence is Rana will not win the match. You can also contract will and not as won't. And to make a question, you just have to place will before the subject. So the question is, will Rana win the match? We can use the present continuous to talk about fixed plans and arrangements. Let's look at these examples. I'm conducting a workshop on the 27th of this month. So I've fixed the time and maybe the place and taken care of other arrangements for a workshop. The next one. We're meeting this evening to finalize the plan. So I've confirmed the plan with other people and I've also fixed on the time and maybe the place. And the third one. She's traveling tomorrow. This is again an arranged action. And when we talk about timetabled and scheduled events, we can use the present simple. For example, the exam starts on Monday. This is a scheduled and timetabled action. The next one, tomorrow is a holiday, again a scheduled action. And the third one, the train arrives at 9 a.m., again a scheduled and timetabled action. So we can use a simple present to talk about scheduled and timetabled actions. Now you can pause the video and try the exercise. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.